I've got to admit, I'm at a loss here, Theo. Most of my ideas tend to revolve around having hands. Just look at this thing. It's only about as powerful as a pocket calculator. Well, that'll do it. You know, I find it somewhat disconcerting how well you're taking to your new psychic potential, Theo. I can't deny its usefulness, though. I'd really rather not be back in this place. But if I will stop that damnable killer from making off with any more of my property, then I guess I have no choice. Ooh, I remember this one. Something about self-pollinating crops. Really, who needs bees anyway? These plants have had more than a decade to muddle up the wiring. Look, that didn't seem to be enough. Needs more power. Nicely done, Theo. We might make an electrician out of you after all. I was so young and idealistic when I made all of this. It's almost sad to see it in ruins. Almost. Ah, the old hydroponics nursery. Lord, that robot must have been keeping this room running for at least a decade. Have to respect the dedication, if nothing else. Do be careful around those panels, Theo. I don't think that robot has any safety accreditation, and you aren't exactly shockproof. Watch out for those plants, Theo. I know they either cure third-degree burns or cause them. I just can't quite remember which. Seems the easy way is out again. That vent over there might be an option, though. Lauren would have loved this place back in its heyday. I'm glad I kept her in the dark, though, considering how things turned out. I'm not sure... Ah! That's certainly an inventive use of your powers. Maybe a little warning next time, Theo. Just try to keep the acceleration within survivable limits, will you? Despite my growing disdain for vents, being a cat sure does give you a unique perspective on things. All this plant life makes it almost pleasant in here. You know, this is where it all started for me, Theo. Not the ventilation system, obviously, but the laboratory as a whole. I was trying to solve world hunger. Ha! Can you imagine? A word of advice, Theo. If the government offers to fund your research, it probably isn't worth it. They always take more than they give. Unlikely to be relevant to you, but worth keeping in mind. Christ, this place is completely flooded. I suppose you won't want to sit a paw in that. We'd best find a drier route. I don't like the way that robot is acting at all. It's just glaring at us. Good thing it can't get over here, then. Ah! Now, why would you do that? Oh, bugger. Think the door needs powering. Huh. That was quite crafty of you, Theo. Well, let's get out of here. More flooding. Looks like this exit's jammed up tight too. Let's try slipping through the ventilation again. Theo, it would appear that there's another robot over there, and this one might actually be able to catch us. I'm not sure you'll be able to outrun it. Oh Lord, it's going to be very close! Ha ha! Excellent, Theo! That should buy us some time at least. That was a little bit too close for comfort there, Theo. If we could avoid situations like that from now on, I'd really appreciate it. What on earth are they doing? You know what? I'm getting to the point where seeing my own robots destroying what I've made is old hat. I can't say the irony is lost on me, though. Even though I hate a lot of things about this place, there was a time when I had to fight to keep it alive. The moneymen were demanding results, and Joshua was on the way. Seeing the rusted ruin it's become is unpleasant. Well, the years have not been kind to this place. To think, back when this was a lab, I used to spend most of my time sitting in the middle of that hole in the floor. This is where I made a major breakthrough. I'm not with world hunger, though. I realized I could weaponize some of my research. You can bet the people signing my checks were far more interested in that. That is where Bright Paw began. At the time, of course, it was just a necessary evil, a way to continue my work. A small slip that would be forgiven once I'd solved all the other problems in the world. Somehow I doubt the elevator is still in service. Up for another jaunt through the vents, Theo? The irony is, I actually figured it out. World hunger, I mean. I was going to change the world, make a real difference to mankind. Best of all, I'd finally be able to share my work with my family. Then those bastard pen pushers dismissed me without a second thought. It wasn't perfect, but it would have worked. I solved scarcity and they didn't even try. Then I realized if they didn't care, why should I? It's all just history. All that matters now is catching the bugger responsible for all of this. What on earth? How is this place still so tidy? This fellow met his end in a very inconvenient place. I don't suppose you've got any other tricks up your sleeve? How did you even begin to try that? You know, the most disquieting thing about this entire situation is that despite all of my research and decades of questionable scientific investigation, I've never seen anything quite like your powers. Ah, this is more like it. They must have been trying to keep up appearances by sweeping all the mess back here. Seems like we're pretty hemmed in here, though, Theo. scratch that. Folding space-time certainly makes navigating this junk easier. I can't believe I actually just said that. Oh, I forgot about these. They were toys for Joshua. I was going to give them to him when I finally introduced him and Lauren to my work. It just goes to show how old all this is. He's a man in his own right now. God. Well, despite a decade or two without proper maintenance, the reactor seems to be doing well. I was concerned it might be choked with junk, but it seems it won't explode anytime soon. Oh, don't worry about all the lightning. It's supposed to look like that. Just don't get too close, and you'll be fine. I promise, it's safe. Enough. Ah! Another bloody robot! Run for it, Theo! It appears your teleport trick stopped it dead in its tracks. Well, as nice as that is, there's no guarantee it will last. Let's not stick around to test the theory. How on earth have they kept this place so clean when they keep doing things like this? If your powers prevented the last robot from chasing us, I wonder what it would do to one of these. How wise of you, Theo. Looking before you leap. Oh, thank God. I was sure it was just going to explode. But it should be safe to keep doing this. Probably. Why would they bother to expose the wiring like this? It's obvious they aren't doing anything with it. You would think I'd engineered the laser units purely to destroy my own property. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Guess it's good to know the limitations of your powers, if only to know when we need to run. Oh, that robot is a lot closer to us than I'd like. But this time we can do something about it. This new ability of yours is proving very useful, don't you think? Now, we just need to traverse that gap. Okay, Theo, I don't want you getting a big head, but that was good thinking. This place seems relatively calm, if not a little dark for my tastes. No, 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 no! Well done, Theo. That should give us a little breathing room. This was going to be a place to relax and sit back with a book. Me and Lauren were going to be able to work together, and Joshua would have had an amazing place to grow up. Looks more like a construction site now. Theo, I know you're feeling a little more capable against these robots, but perhaps putting ourselves directly in harm's way was not the best course of action? Well, if you're sure about this... I see. Thinking a few steps ahead, are we? Ha-ha! I have to say I'm impressed, Theo. That was a downright artistic bait and switch. I never thought I'd be celebrating someone flouting my security. But here we are. I had this image in my head. Little Joshua running around, playing with the hollow hedges, enjoying himself like only a child really can. It's a shame he never got to experience this place. But he turned out well regardless. this was going to be a place to relax and sit back with a book. Me and Lauren were going to be able to work together, and Joshua would have had an amazing place to grow up. Looks more like a construction site now. I can't see a way past this laser, Theo. It may shock you, but I've always seen the benefits of physical fitness as well as mental prowess. I thought it would be good for the whole family to stay in shape. Watch your step, Theo. Unexplained psychic powers won't prevent you tripping and bumping your head. I think it was when I was building this that I realized it would never work out. Lauren would have questioned where the funds came from, and she would have never accepted the truth. She had a very firm outlook on morality, you see. would usually advise we find another route, but you seem to have developed a knack for problem solving by defying the laws of physics. So, what have you got up your sleeve this time? Now that's thinking outside the box, Theo. My God, it's a total disaster area. What happened in here? You're getting awfully good at juking those. Even you'll have issues leaping through all this rubble, Theo. Let's find another path before that chaser wakes up. Time to go, Theo, quickly! Oh no, we're trapped. I hope you remember how to repeat your latest trick. It's distressing to see the garden like this. I was hoping it might have escaped the decline that befell the labs. stumbled upon this cave while I was building, and I thought it would make a lovely space for the family. Plenty of room for Joshua to play, and some nice plants for Lauren and I. I always planned to build a nice gazebo just over there. A serene place to just relax and take in the ambience. I had so many plans. Is that a bloody crashed helicopter? What? That's a Fennec chopper, MI5 standard. Those bastards have been after me for years! Is this how the killer got past all my security? Ha! Good thing they went down trying to land in here. There might be something useful in the wreckage. Theo, we've got to go and take a look. Come on, Theo, just a little closer! Oh,